Alright, sticking the bag down for a mo. Got to remember it, okay? I wanted to do a short video on peace, to encourage you to find a mid-layer between joy or happiness and sadness, or even depression. Because most of us fluctuate between these emotions, and we struggle with not knowing what we're going to be each day. In this video, I will break down 5 steps for you that I think are the most important parts of finding peace within your life. So number 1, to encourage peace into our lives, we need discipline. You need discipline to your core values in life. Everyone has their core values, even if they haven't sat down and discussed them with themselves or written them down in a book somewhere. Everyone has their core values. With discipline, it's all about what do you do in your life to complement those core values. But if they're just sitting there and we don't work each day to fulfill them slightly and add to them and complement our core values, then we lack discipline, and our discipline fades. Number 2, acceptance. We need to accept ourselves. Acceptance can be easily, for so many people, the most tricky of these 5 steps. It's also, if you can get it right, the most instantly fulfilling. It takes a lot of pressure that you put on yourself away. The biggest cause of pressure on ourselves is usually from ourselves, and that comes through a lack of acceptance. Acceptance of where you currently are in your life state, in your job at work, in your relationships with your friends, in how you think your life's gone so far. Is it ever going to be good enough if you don't accept where you are now? Are you ever going to be able to build honestly on what you're doing if you don't accept your life now? Acceptance is very key, and acceptance in other people will stem from that. Let me know if I get too red, and yeah, I'll sort it out. So number 3, flawless confidence. This stems out of what I was talking about with acceptance and accepting your ability. With flawless confidence, we can look at confidence in a much different way, because at the moment we usually base our confidence on our ability, and if we judge our ability beforehand and we think about how good we are at things, we then base how confident we should be at that thing. But if we flip it round and we don't base our confidence on our ability of things, and instead we base our confidence on doing our best, and on knowing that if we do our best, we will earn the best reward that we can out of doing whatever we want to do. So in a way, it stops the worry about being confident before we even attempt anything, because we know once we start changing this mentality round, and it will take a little bit of time, and we can do it with smaller things to begin with, but once we change that mentality around, we can throw ourselves into situations knowing that if we do our best, we will get the best reward out of it that we can achieve. I'm gonna head back to my bag. I'm thinking I need to get a little bit of lotion. But in the meantime, number 4 is compassion. It's hard sometimes to be clear what compassion truly is. And for me, it's a atmosphere or a aura that builds around your body, and it's the amount of love that you can create internally and externally through your actions, through everyday actions, in everything we do, in the steps that you take and the things that you buy. Everything has a knock-on effect in the world and the universe, and it's all about knowing and understanding what you leave behind. Okay, water and sun cream coming up. Portugal's hot. Number 5 is generosity. Something that is slightly linked with compassion, and probably the clearest to see why it's directly linked to our own peace. It's all about sharing our wealth with others. If we hoard our wealth, it will only weight us down. If we hoard our food, it will only go off. If you have a little bit of spare wealth, build things that can help your community or even help the environment. You can do these incredible things. There's people out there, there's things out there. The planet needs like-minded people, it needs help. And one day, I'm sure I will need help. You will need help. Part of me starting this channel was to give things that I am starting to experience and learn through meditation and reading. The reason I did it is to give something back. It's part of the generosity factor. I want people to also understand certain things and have the capability of feeling better. 5 steps to encouraging much more peace into your life and the feeling of contentment and living in, I need to go back here, living in that mid layer between happiness, joy and sadness, depression. You might find that once you become more accustomed to it, it is the sustainable state to live in. It does feel pretty joyful, because it isn't a joy that is based on external factors. It's a joy that's based on how you treat yourself and others. Thanks so much for watching. I am now gonna try and get home on my bike. I say home, I don't live in Portugal now. Okay, I'll take you with me for a little bit of time. I gotta ascend this hill. Okay. Oh. Alright. Let's try and get my bag first. Let's whip you around. There's the boy. Okay. Here we go. Going home.